Greetings and welcome, one and all. Welcome back to From the Depths. And to... which one are you? I have actually forgotten. HMSS Mr. Zero here. Unfortunately, it appears that when you save and load a game, the terrain modifications you've made with the spade do not get preserved. That is more than a little frustrating considering how much time I spent trying to pull this terrain up, but I had a sneaking suspicion that might be the case after noticing some oddities with the other ones whose ground I had to do a very little bit of tidying up on, but I was kind of hoping that maybe a much larger change in the landscape would have been preserved. Alas, no. So, unfortunately, that Moriarty is going to have to just enjoy where it is, because I'm not going to go through the rigmarole of moving it again. Now, we have a battle, it seems. We have the Kunanoon facing off against the Steel Strider's 13th Airborne. A force count of 3, a strength of 39. We also have a strength of 40 moving down. The Eversong is currently making its way, and will probably start cutting into the enemy area around here. In fact, let's have the Eversong try and get over there. Maybe intercept these guys. They're moving at 9.4. The Eversong's moving at 10.2. It's moving slightly faster, but it has longer to travel. I'm not sure. But we are going to start this one off with a fight. This is probably going to be par for the course for the near-ish future. Let's get over there. It looks like we've got a very small vessel. Maybe a flyer, maybe a little boat. I'm not sure. And then two fairly big ones, actually. Okay, this will be a bit of an interesting one, I fancy. Let's bring in the Kunanoon first. We may even bring in the Sun Wukong as well behind it. Alright, what have we got? We've got... that one has got a chopper. It's already up in the air. Can the Sun Wukong come in? Let's see. Oh, the Sun Wukong's all over there, actually. Bringing in the Sun Wukong is probably a silly idea. Okay, Nebula Bomb. Let's get you in. Blunderbuss, let's get you in as well. Let's see what you can do. Now, the Kunanoon's rockets are inbound. Wow. That was fantastic. You just rocketed yourself. I'm not the only one who has to struggle with this nonsense. I am very pleased. Wonderful. They're managing to shoot down a couple of my missiles, but not all of them. Now, they're just going to be basically sitting there until they explode for now. Unfortunately, a fair bit of damage over yonder. It looks like one of our Pinakas got really badly wounded. Okay. Let's see. The Kunanoon is doing an alright job of trying to take out these incoming missiles, though it would probably be better if it had a continuous laser rather than a pulse-firing laser. There we go. These missiles will probably make it to their destination. I love the launch of the missiles there. That was actually quite impressive. But that is probably going to be moving within range of the Kunanoon's weaponry in just a moment. How are our torpedoes doing? Are they actually doing anything at all? They're on their way. Here they are. Here they come. They're changing target. And well done on shooting down those... wow, you're actually seriously taking out those missiles. Looks like they are using continuous wave lasers. That is... honestly, what I should probably have the Kunanoon do. Because they are so much more effective at taking out the missiles. But there we go. The first strikes are happening. I believe. Unless they are just missing. Which would be terrible to observe. But our fleet is actually doing fairly good. They're keeping themselves repaired, it seems. For the most part, things are going alright. If the Pinakas could get their torpedoes out there, I'd be much, much happier. Let's zoom out a little bit and move in. This little chopper over here, what are you up to? What do you actually do? What are your secrets? You got missiles? Yes, you've got little missiles that you're launching every now and then. Not very effectively, mind you, but in fact, I think you're more of a danger to your own ship right now. Almost. Very nearly more of a danger to your own ship. Right, the Kunanoon's missiles are now actually starting to get in close enough to do some damage to the enemy. They're hitting its missile bay, which would be fantastic. If we can take that out, I'd be very, very pleased indeed. Here they come. Ooh, that's going to hurt you. There we are. Some good damage being done there, and even when they're being shot down before impact, their shrapnel is still hitting the ship, which is exactly what we need. And the Kunanun is using its main gun to attack this little ship here. It's probably not going to last much longer. I don't think it's got many hits before it goes down. My Pinakas are not actually doing that much damage, though. I guess their torpedoes are getting out there and getting into the fight, but this is actually taking much longer than I was expecting. Much longer. Are you going to bring your laser to bear at all? Oh, you're bringing your laser to bear. Fantastic. I'm very pleased to see you actually using that. Oh, well, never mind. You turned away. Drat and double drat. Please, stop ramming each other. You silly... Oh, my goodness. Okay, we've hit something important. Finally, something big has been struck. That entire vessel has been taken out of the game. That was a big explosion. Whatever it was enough to take that vessel from actually still quite capable to I'm despawning because I'm just scrap at the moment. Well done. Well done. My lord. And the Kunanun's main cannon now should finish off this little ship before it can really do much more. If the Kunanun can ever accurately fire it. That is asking for a lot, it appears. My lord, Kunanun, seriously? Every single one is a miss. You're wasting my precious, precious ammunition. I'm paying for that, you understand? My goodness. On the plus side, well, actually, I was about to say on the plus side, it is about to take this one out, but then it decided, no, I'll turn all my missiles to hit this tiny little thing that really doesn't matter to anyone. Is it gone? Is it just considered scrap? Oh, that's why it suddenly switched all of its lasers. See, I still don't understand this scrap mechanic. These ships, to me, look like they can still do damage. They're still, you know, in the fight. And yet, for some reason, it just randomly decides, no, actually, let's get rid of this. It's no good. Well, you know what, I'm okay with it, I suppose, but still feels a little bit odd. Alright, let's allow the Kunanun and the Plunderbus to repair. Let's get you all over there if we can. Now, I think I probably want to first zoom out my binoculars. Then secondly, scroll down here and remove the Q switches. I think we need this to be a continuous laser. So let's get rid of these. We'll place the mirror line in the middle. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. At that point as well, we can actually increase this beam just slightly by doing this. There we are, and then grab this and do that. There we go. Now we can add these on as well. There. Alright, that should have given our laser a little bit more oomph, but how much, I'm not sure. Let's go and have a quick look at you. Range is 1038. It does 55 damage with an armor piercing of 11. Considering this is purely set up now for taking out missiles, I actually don't think we need that armor piercing at all. Why don't we strip that back? So the frequency doublers we don't need, really. We could put in destabilize instead of some of the doublers. How about doing that then? So we'll keep a couple, but we'll have more of those. I'm not sure how that will have affected it. If you need them closer to balanced, or if you can afford to have more of one than the other. Let's have a quick look. Bit more damage. It's lost a chunk of range though. Do I prefer the range or the damage? I prefer the range. Absolutely, without contest. So we'll pop these back then. There we are. Right, just double check that I've undone my damage to my weapon system. I want range more than anything else. Yeah, that'll work then. Okay, so I will eventually copy that over to the Eversong, but for now... Well, actually, I suppose we could. Yes, let's go ahead and save this constructible as the Kunanoon version 16. There we go. Alright, well, we've got one fight out of the way, and I imagine that the rest of this fleet is okay. The Eversong is getting there just a little bit too late, which is a shame. Kunanoon, let's take you out to engage these guys. Shouldn't be too much of a battle for you. And let's spawn in the Eversong. This way I can have the Eversong retrofit. In fact, load in the Pinaka and the Lily Grace as well, please. And the Bone Meal. And the Tangshi. Let's get everyone loaded in. Really? You loaded in on top of a mountain. Please take off. Oh, you're just going to hurt yourself over and over and over, aren't you? Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Get off that stupid mountain, you. Oh, my lord. Right, let me reposition my units. No. That's absolutely not what I wanted to do. Want this whole setup over there somewhere. Will you? No? How about if I pull you out and then you'll move? Haha! Victory! Also the Lily Grace and the Pinaka. All of you get over here to the Eversong. Then I'll spawn you in and have you repair each other. This should work. Also, let's go ahead and retrofit to the Kunanoon version 6. Go ahead. Shouldn't actually be much of a retrofit for it. It just needs to replace a few parts of the laser system. And then we can load in everything else and have you all start doing repairs. Good times? Possibly. Maybe good times. Oh, you've got your little repair drones out there helping as well. Oh, I like that. I surely do. Right, I need to do something about the RAF Tangshi, because it's just not getting repaired. This... Which one are you? Is it the Lily Grace or the Pinaka here? It's the Pinaka. Pinaka, why aren't you trying to repair the RAF Tangshi? Have you had an argument? Are you not on speaking terms? I feel that they may not be on speaking terms. Well... Annoying, but we can deal with it. I'll get that one repaired a little bit later. There we are. Everything is now fixed. If we go back out to map, we can pull the Eversong back out of play and have her on the way in this direction. We want to start cleaning up these areas. The Kunanoon is going to finish this guy off, and then move down here to clean up the areas down there. I'm thinking I might use the Metallum Tempestus as a staging platform, jump over there, build another one of our Moriarty listening outposts, just to give us sight around this area. Though I suppose I could also build one over there, all the way over there. That actually might be quite useful, because that would give us a huge area of sight. Yes, I think that would probably be very, very wise. But for now, we're going to jump over to the Kunanoon. And once we've done this, I'll set one of the fleets to head over there for me. And that way I can just teleport over there rather than having to try and swim myself. And then we are going to start work on a satellite. Now, I've got a lot of ideas with the satellite, but for the amount of ideas I have, I've never actually built one. So this is going to be highly experimental for me. I'm not going to go into the single-player game and do experiments. No, we're going to do this live. That's the way I like it, with time constraints. Because whilst I'm fiddling around trying to fix all of that, there's going to be enemy fleets making their way to me at all times. Now, where is the Kunanoon? Everything 99, 99, 95. That's not so great. But it looks like you may have just taken out one of the enemy aircraft already. I'd be very happy if that were the case. And it looks like the Panakas are already taken out this... ooh, I actually really like it. It looks awesome. Especially with the little armor on the sides there. That's actually a really cool looking little craft. I love the little tail fins as well. I actually like everything about this little craft. My lord. It's almost a crime to destroy it. Okay, let's see how things are going. It looks like the Kununun is doing okay at taking down those missiles. Or did it just get hit? I can't tell. No, the Kununun would have much more damage if it had been hit. I fancy. Much more damage. Right, let's see how you're doing over here. You've done a huge amount of damage to some ammo stockpile, I imagine. We've got torpedoes inbound. We've probably got another volley of missiles not far away. Where are they going? I have no idea. Hopefully they're on their way back. Someone just taking a load of damage? No. No, the Kununun is the only thing that's taking damage right now. The damage the Kununun's taking is more than likely coming from the weapons fire from the main guns of this vessel rather than its missiles. But it's really hard to tell with this much rain. Let's get in. Let's have a watch of how much damage gets done to this ship. This is a beautiful ship, by the way. I love what they've done with the glass. They've used it to make railings. It looks quite impressive, in my opinion. Very impressive indeed. What have we got up here? Let's have a little peek. Oh. It used to have stabilizers of some sort. Okay, that's pretty cool idea. I'm surprised that works, but pretty cool idea. And there we go. The enemy fleet have been completely destroyed. What are you shooting at? Did they fire off some missiles into the far beyond, and you're just trying to shoot them down? I have no idea. But Kununun, the fun is over for you. You have some work to do. First, I want you to clear out this area, then make your way on down. So, select Kununun, come down here, and then onwards in this direction. One thing I've noticed, if you go really close you can see the boundaries, but when you come out a bit you can't see them anymore. Interesting. Right, well, everything is out of play. We can speed up time. We'll see what we can get done with the Kununun. Hopefully I can have the Kununun clear up the riffraff around here and then move on over there. We still have that weird flicker, unfortunately. I wonder when that's going to get fixed. But for now, have the Eversong clear up these two areas. Probably not going to attack this one yet. But once we own this area, a Moriarty will be built, I think. That would be fairly important. Just so that we can see where the next attacks are going to come from. Because right now, this is the very border of our control. Oh my lord, that really does drive me nuts, the flicker. Unfortunately, the Kununun is slowed right down now. For the time being, I'm wondering if I should even keep the Tengshis in the fleet. I'm just not spawning them in. They're not effective enough right now. Perhaps I should give them another trial, really. It's a bit unfair, just never to let them have any fun. Let's see. Really? Where did you come from? Oh, right. Yeah, that was actually like a 20 strength fleet. You're moving fast, though. My goodness. Oh, my lord. Stop. Go that way. Let's get you into the fight as well, because this one has suddenly spawned and decided it wants to go for the Moriarty. That isn't fair. They're on to us. Right, let's slow everything down. Right, we're going to be going with the Kununun's fight first, I think. There we go. Now, where are the enemies? Okay, it doesn't look like this is going to be a difficult one, though they are all flyers, by the seems of it. That means the Pinakas are actually going to be more useful in this fight than the Kununun in many ways. Right, okay. Let's pull out my binoculars and start spawning things in. First the Kununun. That's not what I meant to do. But okay. There we go. We should be able to very quickly take care of this. Very quickly, in fact. All the missiles are away. But the Pinakas have already shot down most of them. You were not shooting down those missiles nearly as fast as I'd hoped. Any more? Ability to shoot down missiles? I guess you are kind of, but they're still getting in. I'm thinking they may have been more effective with the regular Q-switch missiles. But this was pretty much a wash for the enemy. There was nothing they could do to stand against this kind of firepower. Right, okay, well, you've done your job, so you get to completely recall and move on. I would like you to get down to about here, please. And up to the HMS Eversong we go. Where are the enemy now? Despite my... Really, is that it? Despite my earlier concerns, you know what? I'm going to just do this all from the captain's chair. Spawn in the entire fleet. Just attack. Actually, I can't see a bloody thing. Let me out. I want to watch this gloriously from the deck of my ship. In fact, I want to ride my cannon. I want to watch this riding on my cannon. If I could ride on one of my missiles, I totally would have. But that would have been significantly more deadly. Oh, man. Eversong, I don't mean to be mean, but you won that fight far too quick. I wasn't in a good position yet. Damn it. Oh, well. As much as I slated my fleet a little while ago, it is actually quite capable at this point. Let's get everything pulled in. There we go. And let's claim... You know what? If you could just get me in close, I could set up a Moriarty. And there we are. I probably need the Kunanoon out of combat for a little bit. Sorry, not out of play, rather. In play for a little bit, just so it can record its top speed. And I am thinking very seriously about putting 2 Kunanoons in each fleet. And possibly getting the Tengshis out. Recalling them, having them join up with the Sun Wukong for now. Or maybe acting as a defense for one of the Moriarties. How about we actually also capture this fleet while we're here? This area. Maybe stick a listening outpost there. No, actually I prefer this large landmass here. There we go, we've captured that one back. Little by little, we are undoing the damage that our hubris did to our map control. Pinaka is at 100% health. Well done, Pinaka. Why I've got a damage report for you, considering you're at 100% health, I do not know. Okay. Right, well, I'm going to allow the Kunanoon to make its way over here before we start building the Moriarties. And in the next episode, we're going to build 2 more listening outposts, one over here and one all the way down here. Then, following on immediately from that, we will have 2 more Kunanoons. I'm going to build them over at the Sun Wukong and have them travel out to the fleets. Each fleet is going to leave its Tengshis as a guard for the Moriarties. And then we're going to be rolling with 2 Pinakas, 2 Kunanoons in each of our fleets for now. But in the next episode, once I've actually set that in motion, because that's basically just setting up a build order, I'm going to start work on seriously thinking about our satellite situation. We're not going to have spy satellites. We are specifically going to be going for combat satellites, so laser satellites. But the first question is how to get it up into space. But that is something we're going to try and answer in the next episode. I do hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope you will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, look at the fog. Do take care.